murder a liberator, but you can't murder liberation. You can murder a revolutionary, but you can't murder revolution. And you can murder a freedom fighter, but you can't murder freedom.
You're tapped in, so let's get to it. So there's this trend going around. Well, part of it is a trend and part of it is just curiosity. In terms of the trend part, you have a lot of this, what they call tanning and applying melatonin to, one's skin to bring it a darker color or a golden glow. So they call it, a lot of white people do this, to bring a little more color to their skin. A lot of them think that they have this vampirish pale-like look to them, which may be true. I don't know. But that's the trend aspect of it, The curiosity, though, the curiosity aspect of it is why do not black people age like white people do? That's the question. They ask, why don't black crack? There's a reason for that, though. And this is for those who don't know, and for those of you who do, you get it. You get it. But yeah. Black don't crack, it ages like a fine wine. That is the saying. That's what we're used to saying anyway, especially in the circles that we keep, or, when that conversation tends to come up, and it does quite often. You could see a sister who could be in her 50s and 60s and 70s, and she would not appear to be of that age. The skin means everything. I mean, from the neck up, it just looks great. She looks younger than what she is. A lot of us black men, we tend to age well, provided we take care of ourselves. Brothers in their 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s, you wouldn't know they were this age. You see the grays or whatnot, but you'd be like, hey, you're 60 what? Oh, I looked at you, I thought maybe you were in your 40s. Women, black women get that same reaction, though. But so to kind of clarify what's going on with those of the melanated persuasion, why black don't crack, or why we tend to age like a fine wine. I got some information for those of you who are curious as to why that is. So the phrase aging like a fine wine is often used to describe how many black individuals maintain a youthful appearance as they grow older, a phenomenon colloquially known as black don't crack. This youthful aging is primarily due to biological advantages in skin structure and skin protection. Okay, there are scientific reasons for the youthful appearance, especially the youthful appearance of black people. It is about the slower progression of visible aging in black skin. It is attributed to several key biological factors. One is melanin protection. So when a melanated person, or when you have melanin in your skin and it's noticeable, readily noticeable, then there is that advantage that person may have. Again, provided that their health is good, they take care of themselves. So that is an added advantage, or that is what helps to, keep that appearance. But when it comes to darker skin, it contains higher concentrations of melanin, which acts as a natural defense against ultraviolet UV radiation. So there's the difference right there. So when we see a lot of our counterparts, white individuals, laying, basking in the sun, and they're applying SPF 15, 25, or 45, it still doesn't protect from the UV rays that will, actually damage, their skin cellular structure. For us, it's different. Is different. We don't what's called reflect it. We absorb it. And that's the difference. Darker skin tends to absorb UV rays. So it goes on to say melanin absorbs UVA and UVB rays that would otherwise damage skin cells and cause premature aging. So that's the problem right there. There's a lack of melanin You know, there is a lack of melanin. So without melanin, you cannot absorb the UVA or the UVB rays that would bombard otherwise non-melanated skin that would damage it, you know. So such as, you know, not only damage it, but you know, not only damage the skin cells and cause premature aging, such as deep wrinkles and sunspots. And you very rarely see that on black people. But the dermal thickness also is a factor. So black skin typically is a thicker dermis and more layers in the stratum corneum, the outermost layer of the skin. This increased thickness provides better structural support, making the skin more resistant to sagging and wrinkling over time. So there that is, okay? You know, for those who are curious, you know, why, you know, black don't crack and why, you know, blacks age, you know, like a fine wine. But there is a higher content of collagen, all right? So there are higher collagen levels in blacks also. Some studies even suggest that black skin contains roughly 3 times more collagen than that of light-skinned individuals. All right. Collagen is the protein responsible for its elasticity. Okay. That is, higher levels help the skin remain firm and plump for longer. All right. So there it is, another aspect of why black don't crack or why we age or we tend to age like a fine wine. Higher collagen levels, dermal thickness, melanin protection. Those 3 factors right there, okay? Those are the 3 main scientific reasons for the youthful appearance of black men and women, especially when they're up in age, all right? Um, you know, those are the things. You know, again, this is just for those who are curious as to, dang, because the question I'm pretty sure is often asked even amongst, you know, our peer groups or our peers, you know, why is it that that shit don't happen to them? How can they sit in the sun for hours at a time and not suffer? You know, there it is. Those are the reasons. But beyond genetics, okay, several cultural aspects contribute to the perception of aging gracefully. Just so you know, skincare traditions is one. That is about well, traditions, there is a strong cultural emphasis on moisturization within many black communities, which help maintain skin barrier function and a healthy glow. So that's one aspect of it. Okay. And again, we're talking about the holistic and the cultural and holistic factors, all right, that go beyond what I just named in terms of what makes us, you know, a less susceptible to aging. Again, that would be melanin protection, dermal thickness, higher collagen levels. Now, again, we're talking about cultural and holistic factors. These go beyond the genetics. One is skincare traditions. The other is attitudes towards aging. And I have to admit that some of us actually, you know, we function like this. Culturally, aging is often viewed as a natural progression that brings wisdom and maturity rather than a negative phenomenon to be feared. And I have to admit that a lot of our people, a lot of, you know, especially my family, we don't necessarily look at aging as a bad thing. Well, the youth may, you know, the youth, this, oh, you're an old head. And when I hear that, or when I'm addressed like that, I say, hey, man, be careful because you'll get a turn. You know, there's going to be you one day. And you should be able to appreciate, you know, how we look, you know, and our appearance, you know what I mean? So you know what to look forward to, you know. So take care of yourself. Don't knock it, you know, you'll get there. But yeah, that brings wisdom and maturity rather than a negative phenomenon to be feared. This confidence, this confidence and spirit are frequently cited as part of the natural fine wine effect. All right. Again, so those 2 things in terms of cultural and holistic factors that go beyond genetics or skincare traditions and attitudes towards aging. That being said, now there is an important distinction, okay, between biological versus chronological aging. All right. While black skin often looks younger, chronologically aging, research indicates that the internal biological aging process can actually be faster for Black Americans due to external stressors. Let's keep it 100. All right. Those factors are factors such as racialized poverty, all right, discrimination, and health inequities can lead to accelerated biological aging at a molecular level. All right. So consequently, Black individuals may have a youthful external appearance while, you know, facing higher risk of age-related health conditions that may occur earlier in life. You know, so that could be an issue or one of the things that would age Black men and women. Those things, you know, those biological versus those chronological aging factors. All right. There is a distinction. There is a distinction. And again, that could be the cause of stress. Factors such as, you know, racialized poverty, discrimination, and health inequities can lead to accelerated biological aging at a molecular level. Okay. So that being said, I want to bring a clip in here. And, you know, again, just for more context, you know, more understanding. Before I do, you know the spiel. Please like, share, follow, subscribe. All right. Like, share, follow, comment, and subscribe to TAP, the Art of Political Discourse. You guys' participation and your viewership means a great deal. We like to think that what we're talking about now is helpful. You know, it's informative at the very least. It's not to disparage anyone. It's just to help, you know, curb the curiosity in those, you know, those who lack melanated or lack the melanated persuasion. That's what it is. You know, I mean, that's what gives us this black don't crack, or, you know, we aging like a fine wine, you know, phenomenon. That's, you know, is what it's all about. Now, that being said, let me drop this clip for you guys, you know, again, just to give us more clarity. But now the clip is it's based around individuals, you know, white women and some Black, speaking about this phenomenon. All right. Just so you know. Here we go. This is Makami Reacts, courtesy of Mukami Reacts. All right. So we appreciate Mukami Reacts for the use of this clip right here.
So let's try this again. This is what 50 looks like. I did one before.
Oh, wow. The title is "This is Exactly Why They Experiment on Us." Okay. But white women versus Black women aging process. Now, this lady here in the middle, she's saying this is what 50 looks like. Part 2. You got to be kidding me. Let's wait a minute. That can't be real. Hold on.
So let's try this again. This is what 50 looks like. I did one before.
Well, this is 50, you guys.
Oh, wow.
I am 56 years old.
And this is what 50 looks like. Well, I'll be 52 in August.
This is what 50 looks like.
No.
Trent.
So there's a challenge going around.
No. No. And let me be quite frank. I went by the title. Okay. I have not watched this video. I'm shocked. No. I'm in my 60s. I am shocked to see this.
Of what 50 looks like. I just turned 50 in November.
No filter whatsoever. I'll be 59.
Not 58 either. But 59.
Let me clear my throat.
What it's supposed to look like? What's the challenge?
51 and plus.
Because black don't crack. I'm sorry. You can't. You have to look at a nigga's ankles. Let me see your ankles. Because black don't. Look at Lena Horne. 80 what? 87, 88. She looks 48. Black does not crack. White folks are cute up till about 30.
Hello, what's up, beautiful people?
Oh, that's not right. Here you go. Maybe true, but it's not right. All right, here we go.
Away from 20 that I am from 50. 15 years ago, I was 20. And in 15 years, I'll be 50. I need to lay down.
Hey, who are you to me?
Here we go. I'm your auntie.
And what year were you born?
62.
Which makes you how old?
I'll be 63 in 4 days.
Oh! Who are you to me?
Your auntie.
And Auntie, what year were you born?
1959.
Which makes you how old?
Wow.
66.
Hey!
Wow.
Who are you to me?
I'm your aunt.
Auntie who?
Auntie Charlotte.
What year were you born, Auntie Charlotte? What year? What year were you born, Auntie?
1953.
Which makes
Oh,
you how
hell
old?
no. 72. No.
Hey!
No.
And who are you to me?
You gotta
I am your auntie. And when were you born, Auntie?
I was born Christmas Eve, 1949.
Which makes
Now, I don't know, man. This got to be some. I don't know. Again, I'm in my 60s, but I am impressed. 1949. No.
makes you how old?
76 next Wednesday.
76
No.
next Wednesday. Show the people. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Yes.
Last but not least, who are you to me?
You got to be 80.
I am your auntie Nita.
And Auntie Nita, what year were you born?
1943.
Which makes you how old, Auntie Nita?
82 years old.
82. Blessed. Love you,
I can
Auntie.
tell she's in her 80s because I know I'm part of that persuasion.
Ever wonder why black don't crack? Why black people often look amazing well into their 50s or 60s, while Latinos, Indians, and Europeans seem to show age much earlier? There's something to it. Melanin.
There you go.
Black skin has more melanin, which naturally protects against sun damage, a major cause of premature aging. In America, we say black don't crack for a reason, because at 65, many still look incredible. Meanwhile, fair-skinned folks like those in Scandinavia start showing age faster, especially when they bake in the sun all summer. You see these pale women tanning without sunscreen, thinking they don't need it, and later, surprise, they look way older.
Oh, wow.
They should be using sunscreen religiously, and it wouldn't hurt to discover lotion and proper skincare instead of acting like they don't need it.
I know you're with your mum, but I just want to say you look beautiful.
Thank you.
Is it right if I get your daughter's number, like, just on a quick
How old
one?
are you?
I'm 25.
Oh, I'm 35. So.
But is that a bit mad?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, no worries. Take care, yeah? Why? Bro, she's 35. How? In it? That's what I'm saying, bro. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, what's up?
I'm good. What's your name? I didn't see you around here.
Gia.
I'm Trill.
Nice to meet you.
That's me. If you don't mind me asking, because you gotta ask me nowadays, I ain't gonna lie. How old are you?
I'm 59.
Huh?
I'm 59. 50. 5 hours.
5'9"?
Mm-hmm.
Like in human years, like
Cinco. Mm-hmm.
Cinco nueve.
Mm-hmm.
What the? Yeah.
Have a nice day, young man.
Oh my God! Well, with me. I don't know. She looks like she's in her
Our
teens.
genes, so shout out the
Or early
ancestors.
20s.
But like, can we talk about the hairstyles? Think about it. It looks like I just got Botox in my forehead. I didn't get Botox. I've never gotten Botox in my forehead. But what I did get is a hairstyle that's a little bit too tight. I can barely frown. I can lift, but I can't frown. And I have a theory that because we have braids and tight hairstyles, maybe that's why we ain't cracking. We might not have.
No.
Not 50, not 51.
I
not
recall my mom telling me younger not to frown so much because if I did, when I got older, my skin would be wrinkled, would be wrinkly and all this stuff, And try as I might, I found that hard to do, not to frown at something that displeased me, But true to her word, I have a few lines and stuff, Again, I'm in my 60s. So we tend to listen to our mothers, when they speak about health, and it goes a long way for a lot of us, especially the women, daughters who listen to their mothers about, their skin and their health. So, yeah.
52, not 53, not even 54, not 55, not 56, not 57, not 58 either. but 59.
Wow.
This is what 59 looks like, y'all.
American blacks.
My mama is 70 years old. Look at me. Say cheese.
Oh, wow.
70 ain't never
She
looked as
looks
good,
like
y'all.
she's
Look how
every
beautiful
bit in
her
her
hair
30s
is.
or 40s.
This is all her. Knotless, baby.
Let me see her.
Aww.
Black Don't Crack, Part 2. I'm a 54-year-old Black woman that lives in the city of Pittsburgh. Not only am I a Black woman, I guess you guys figured that out, but I'm a Black esthetician with 27 years of experience. I've been in the skincare game that long. I've owned my own business, my own aesthetic practice with endermology as the signature service for the last 9 years. So let's get into it. Why does Black skin not crack? First of all, let me give you the exception to the rule. Black skin will crack if you smoke it. I'm going to do a whole nother reel, or TikTok, should I say. Did I just say reel? Oh my God, that's because I was over on Instagram a few minutes ago. I'm going to talk about that at a later date, what causes Black skin to not be as resilient. But for now, I'm going to give you the tea, especially to white women and other ethnicities that are wondering.
Y'all might want to pay attention to this for those who are curious, or those who may want to find a remedy or solution to help preserve, the elasticity and resilience in your skin. All right.
Why do Black women, why does their skin age slower? In African American culture, Black Don't Crack is often a celebratory phrase that talks about the resilience of Black skin. It's used in humor. It's used with absolutely a sense of pride and admiration when someone looks a little bit younger than their stated age. But scientifically, this is a true fact. Those in the aesthetic, if you're a dermatologist or you're in the skincare industry, you aren't African American or Black, that this is a scientific fact. But there's science behind it, and that is that, number one, we have more melanin. Even most lay people know that the melanin, it's the melanin in our skin that actually causes the slowdown or gives you protection from UV rays. Now, that doesn't mean that we don't need sun protection, so slow your roll and put on your Black girl sunscreen. We also...
So now I have to ask, I don't mean to interrupt, but I have to ask, okay, so, and I want to say this without sounding disrespectful or trying to, bump us up some notches. How did that happen for us and no one else? By design, of course, right? But I think it has a greater connotation to it. There's something else at work here that's in favor of the melanated race or the Black people. There's something special going on with us and about us. To be more, to the point, there's something going on about us that no one else can speak to or even relate to,
have thicker dermal layers. That actually helps the skin's firmness. And of course, some of the Fitzpatricks that are a deeper skin tone, we have a more natural oil content. But we do have some issues. We may deal with hyperpigmentation. As a matter of fact, most of the women I see in my skincare practice that are over the age of 40 are not coming in for wrinkles. They are coming in for hyperpigmentation, pardon me. What I'm doing to the skin right now, I'm doing FDA approved face endermology, which is one of the only natural techniques in the world that stimulates your body's fibroblast cells to produce more collagen, elastin, and hyaluronic acid. So on top of having this built-in melanin to take care of my skin to slow down the aging process, I'm using something to even keep it tight and keep it firm. If you are under the sound of my voice, live in the city of Pittsburgh, I am located in the Shady Side area of town. So If you're interested in this service, you want to slow down the aging, and it's true, Black literally does not crack.
She's beautiful.
Come and see me. But my professional takeaway, let's just get serious back to this. Yes, melanin is magic. Yes, we age like fine wine, but SPF is not optional, even in the city of Pittsburgh. I know that right now we had daylight savings time. We're not going to see a lot of sun, so you can lessen the amount of sunscreen you're in. But if you're working outdoors all day, you're going to need to protect your skin, and some of us are guilty of that. If I've noticed, I've had some Black female construction workers, their skin actually has a little bit more damage. And again, still not like other ethnicities, but it needs a little more TLC. So again, I'm signing off. I wanted to give you the reasons why Black don't crack. Share with you. If you'd like more information, come see me. I'm at Anastasia's Crown, the place where skin intersects with beauty and nutrition. Bye.
All right. Make her a visit.
Hey, andofunda nama 2K. Izolo ndiyancokola apha nomnye umntana. Sincokola into zesikolo. Because yeah, siseklasini A1 for certain crack.
That's where they got.
So I heard there's this trend going around of women showing what middle-aged women look like. This is 46.
Oh wow.
Just came from the gym. No makeup, no eyebrows, no nothing. Just a little something to keep my lips from being dry. I'm about to head to the supermarket. And yeah, this is 46, 1979, baby.
Oh wow.
Happy Monday.
Where are we looking this way? I'm like, where are we looking this way?
Bruh, don't argue with me about Black women. Too much sauce, Asbon. Mamma mia! That took like 20 years, Mamazan. Tingbo?
Oh, wow.
This is going to be fire. Short. Oh, the smile. Nah, this is too much. Whose mom is that? Hello. Show my lady. I was VT's up. They died.
Wow.
Right?
Oh, wow. Right.
Let's say if you want to change your look, mess with your hair, bruh.
Now, you have to say, oh, wow. Like, no, that's not real. That's a filter of something, you know. Those transformations, is that AI? I don't know. But it looks good. It looks dang good on them.
Jemima, Asbon. I see when I'm you were 6, Asbon. 10 out of 10, bro. 10 out of 10. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, she can get it. She can get it. Okay, whenever you look like you can get it now, like you are like a solid 7 already. 10. Look at how she's wearing the hairstyle. She's feeling so confident. And nothing looks sexy in a girl than Indlela. Do you remember? You're giving me 6.5 vibes. Asbon, what to you? Guys, don't play with Black.
Oh,
Black women are everything in life. What? Can your mother? Can your aunt? Hello, auntie. Sabat katili. You haven't seen anything. Is this a transformation? I didn't see it. I missed it.
I didn't.
Like that, you know.
Okay, what do you say? How old are you? I'm 70. Period. That's right. And then you walk off. Walk off. The eyes and I walk off.
No. No. She was not 70. I gotta look at that again, people. I'm sorry.
Like that, you know.
Okay, what do you say? How old are you? I'm 70. Period.
Oh wow.
That's right. And then you walk off. Walk off. The eyes and I walk off.
Incredible.
First of all, have you ever noticed how Black people and especially Black women can be 45 and they look young as 28? Why is that so? Is it genetics? Is it melanin? Is it what? What are your thoughts? So I've done a bit of my due diligence, my home research shows that melanin has contributed a huge part on the same, and this has been backed up by science. So melanin is the black matter on your skin that makes black women have the skin tone that they are having, the blackness. So melanin prevents from sun rays, or rather UV rays, which can damage our skin tone. So when we have melanin in our skin, especially black people, when we have melanin in our skin, this prevents us from huge UV rays that can damage our skin.
Well, that's correct. And I appreciate her too. So yeah, I just want to break that down for you guys. Again, that's more, it should be more informative for those who are wondering, again, because there are these trends going around asking, why don't black crack? And how is it that, you know, blacks age like a fine wine? You know, there it is, for those who are inquisitive, who are curious about what that is. There's a story for those who want to attain such a status, I think is correct. I could say that may not be, something you'd be able to accomplish. But however, there are certain regimens that you can work on yourself for those who are really, into this type of thing. Our white sisters. There are certain regimens in skincare products you guys could use that would help to slow down that that cellular or molecular disintegration that occurs, within you genetically. So look into it. I would advise you look into it, because there's no telling what could be accomplished, as a result of you researching how to slow down that skin cracking, so to speak, or how to get to the point where you begin to age, like a fine wine. The suggestions would be to a lot of you would be to start early. Start early, especially if you like the great outdoors. You love going to the beaches, being at, hiking somewhere on trails or whatever, or where it is seasonally hot, whatever time of the year or whatever. Yeah, start early. Start early. Hopefully this has been enough to, give you guys, a little insight in terms of, why black don't crack and it just ages like a fine wine. We appreciate you coming in, jumping in, hanging out with us. This is Tap. You have been tapped in. Take care of yourselves and one another.
You can murder a liberator, but you can't murder liberation. You can murder a revolutionary, but you can't murder revolution. And you can murder a freedom fighter, but you can't murder freedom.